Good day, everybody. It's Trent Klarenbach with the Klarenbach Special Crops Report. Today is October the 31st, 2025. I haven't talked about lentils for a while. The reason is those videos I did with David Nobbs as part of the Special Crops series are still relevant and have been relevant up until this point in time. Likely will continue being relevant in the future. So if you haven't watched the videos, I encourage you to do so. Dave's got a lot of great knowledge in there. I touch on a little bit on what I'm seeing in the special crops markets as well. So this is my small green lentil Klarenbach Price Index for Saskatchewan, and right now it's at 21 cents. Now this is an index price. You can receive likely higher or lower prices, and I think you need to use the index, or as I use it, and that is to be a representative of where the trend is going. Support and resistance levels, where we look for pivots in the price and gauge some idea where the price is going to go in the future. So it's the y-axis here. Those price levels are hard to see in the video. They're hard to see on my screen, but don't really get too caught up in them. They represent, they're not really that important. What's more important is the price trend change. And when a sell signal triggers on my price index, it triggers on whatever price that is available to you at that time. So take a look at this. This is kind of interesting. I didn't look at this before, but this is a monthly chart, monthly candlestick chart. And you can see we've been in I'd say a severe decline this entire year for the past 11 months, 10 months anyways. And, we're getting down. We're finding some support, I would argue, from that round number of 20 cents a pound. Now it got a little bit below there, but, 20 cents, psychologically important number. There's been a fair bit of activity at this level in the past. Just to give you some sense, I remember back in the day when price got to 20 cents, you thought you were really doing something and you would make some sales at that level. And then pretty soon 20 cents wasn't a good price anymore. But we're back to those levels, ironically the same or price levels we saw 30 years ago, back in 1995 and 96, back when I was growing these things. So, but take a look at this here. We love our trend lines. So if I draw a trend line from May 2006 to this low here, and you can see the price, I would argue, is finding some sort of response at that trend line. Of course, that trend line is right around that 20 and a half cents a pound level. So it's not surprising we're finding some sort of interest there. It's going to be very critical. I think we break below 20 cents, and I think we really got to be very, very expectant that prices are going lower. And how much lower can they go? Well, below 20 cents, we have a series of supply here between 16 and 18 cents a pound, right? So that was supported 15 or 16 cents back here in 2019, 2018, again here in 2014. So, I think it probably won't blow right through those levels, but just think, if it breaks below 20 cents, you might want to take some sales because this thing is probably going lower. I have this measured move price target that I published back here on August the 20th of this year. And what I did is I did a head and shoulders measured move from this price pattern at the top here in this monthly chart, left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. When I broke the neckline back here somewhere, measured move takes me down to 13 cents. So can the price get down there? It absolutely can. It's something to be cognizant of, that it can go that lower. The technical chart pattern suggests that it will. But we need to get through this trend line, these previous resistance levels. Previous resistance often acts as support. Appears to be doing so here now for the past 2 months. Will it continue? I'm not sure, but that 20 cent level is going to be very important. So if it breaks below 20 cents, I think it's going lower, and I would really want to start reducing my risk and anticipate that the price is going lower, maybe down to this head and shoulders measured move at 13 cents. So that right now is 8 cents a pound less than today. So that's whatever that works out per bushel or per acre. You can do the math on that one. My name is Trent Klarenbach. It's sunny in Saskatoon. Life's good.